Hi friend, I am Sagar. Welcome to Sam Football. We have a two big, huge fan of Barcelona. First, we have celebrate. Congratulations both of you for winning Copa del Rey. Please
And
introduce yourself.
exacting your revenge on Athletic Bilbao. You guys had lost to them on in the Spanish Super Cup, but just tramped them here in Copa del Rey. Well
Yes,
done.
yes. Always.
And
Like victory is sweet, but revenge is sweeter.
yeah, well done. Congratulations. And would you mind to introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. Uh, so, hi everyone. I am Srinjit, and I am a diehard fan of FC Barcelona, and I have been supporting the club since 2011. So it has almost been a decade for me. So yes.
And myself, Rishabh Sinha. I'm also a big fan of Barcelona. So I'm following this club since 2009, I think. I didn't remember the exact date.
Wow.
So 2009.
Huge,
So
long time, man.
yeah,
Huge amount of
yeah.
experience.
I'm
And possibly the
matl-
best Barcelona side of 2009, the one
yeah,
that
yeah.
won the sextuple. Yes.
Yeah. At first, I'm not that much supporter, but yeah, as the time went, got a big fan of Barcelona.
You went on to understand more and supported them.
Yeah.
Nice. So we'll be talking about the Copa del Rey final, Athletic Bilbao versus Barcelona.
It was a nice game.
What is your overall, review about the performance?
First of all,
Performance. Yeah, sure.
it was a great game. I think it was one of the best performance for Barcelona this season. And of course, happy because it is the first trophy after 721 days. Yeah, it was really great performance, really.
See, the first thing about this whole thing was that we were not having a good time. Like we struggled to win the game against Valladolid, and we had a horrible time in the El Clasico. So we did not really have much high hopes for this particular final. And we know that we are not good with finals because the same thing happened in the Super Copa. But somehow we had this fighting spirit within us, and they absolutely bossed the game. Like the tactics worked out, the formations worked out, and each and every role assigned to a player was done perfectly. So yes, and
And also
it was
every
really a
player
pleasure.
played great game. Every player.
Yes, every player played a very nice game, and at the end of the 90 minutes, I was really elated because, as Rishabh already said, that it was our first trophy in 720 days, which is a very long time. So yes, I'm super proud of my team.
Speaking about the formations, would you care to explain the lineup a little? Like how did he tinker and
Oh yes,
what are
yes.
the roles
There is
like
a
to the
story.
players?
I
Yes,
think it
there
was
is
a
a story
typical
about the formation. Uh, like, uh, like I am a part of several social media groups on Barcelona, and from there I had found out that we would be initially starting with a 4-3-3 lineup, but then we all saw that we ultimately started a 3-5-2. Now there is a
which
story
is
behind that.
Koeman's,
Like
which is typical
I
Koeman lineup.
Yeah.
yes,
3-5-2.
but
Back
initially
three.
wanted to start with a 4-3-3 because like the loopholes of the 3-5-2 formation, it was totally exposed in the El Clasico. So Koeman actually thought that Bilbao might exploit that. So he tried to play safe and he tried to change the tactics to 4-3-3. But the main thing which stopped that from happening was the recovery of PK. Like,
PK, yeah.
when you are having a 3 CB formation, you have to have two CBs who have to stay solid at the back, and one of the 3 CBs has to go up to create a build up.
Like a
And in
sweeper.
the El Clasico, yes, and in the El Clasico, the 3 CBs were Araujo, Longley, and Mingueza. And Longley, we know that he is not good on the ball, and Mingueza and Araujo, they are good, but they are not that good to create something against Real Madrid. But with PK back in the squad, he has the experience and he can build up from the back. So we chose the back line as Longley, PK, and Oscar Mingueza. So it was a perfect fit for a back three, and we went with the 3-5-2 formation. We also had
Wow.
Sergio Busquets in the holding midfielder role. We had Frankie De Jong and Pedri as the central midfielders.
Offensive
And
midfielder.
on the flanks, yes, and on the flanks we had Jordi Alba on the left and Sergio Dest on the right as usual. Up front we had Antoine Griezmann along with Messi. A
And it
beardless
was
Messi.
relief that Dembele didn't start in the front.
And also, what
Yes.
not talking about at 5 minutes, De Jong trying to goal, but he just missed that. What
Yes,
about
it
reaction
was.
on that time?
I was so
Like, what was your
heartbroken.
heart feeling
Like
like?
we,
Yeah,
yes, I was so heartbroken. Like we could have taken the lead at that very spot. And honestly, for the first 5 minutes, we had almost 95% of the ball, and we were cutting past them so easily. And if only he had scored that chance, then I think we could have had a shower of goals in the final.
And speaking about Messi's performance, what do you assess about Messi?
Yeah, I think
The
it was
best
typical
player, right?
Messi performance. It was
And he
typical
was
Messi
also
performance.
shaved, and also he was shaved, and we know what a
yeah.
beardless Messi can be like,
We
and he
we
lived up to
believe
his
in
standards.
clean shaved Messi supremacy.
Oh,
He
yes,
scored a solo goal as
absolutely.
well.
Yeah,
Yes, it was a brilliant
that
run
was a
from
great
him,
goal.
and also
Yeah.
Frankie De Jong associated with him in a very nice way.
Yeah.
Also, have one question. For whole match, Barcelona were dominating all the match. But what was the change in last 12 minutes? The starting was 60 to 70 minutes. You scored 4 goals. What was the
Yes.
changes? What was the tactics for that time?
Yes, well, there was one thing that I found out, like either we were moving too fast with the ball, or Bilbao were moving too slow with it. Like we were finding up so much spaces in between them that we could easily exploit those spaces. And there was one more thing which I saw in the halftime. I mean, after the halftime, that Frankie De Jong and Pedri, they were moving to the wings. Like Frankie was moving to the right wing and Pedri
Right
was
wing,
moving
yeah.
to the left wing. And you know what happens with this? Like it stretches the Bilbao defense, and that way it
Mhm.
opens up more space for our forwards to shoot. And I guess that is what helped us to score 4 goals in the long run.
And
Yeah.
what about last 2 goals scored by Messi?
The first goal was
Good.
typical Messi goal. It was great. And the fourth goal, I think it was an assist from Alba, I think.
Yeah,
Yes, it was an
Yeah.
assist from Alba, and it is a typical vintage Barcelona goal.
Yeah. Before
That's
that
right.
goal, they played almost 70 passes. It was a long
Yes, I saw that in
run.
social media. Yes,
Yeah. The Barcelona posted in their Instagram.
yes,
He
yes,
also win by 5-0, but Grinzima goal is disqualified on 88 minutes.
yes.
Yeah.
And via very slight offside, very slight offside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think Messi will leave at the end of the season? Like he was actually trying to
No, I don't think so, because I think it's the
Messi
same
bit-
story this season. And I don't think Messi will leave. And also the new Barcelona president Laporte, he has a very good connection with Messi, so I don't think he will easily let Messi to leave Barcelona. And
Also,
what do
I
you
don't.
guys want? Like what do you guys want?
We always
Personally.
want
We
Messi
want
to
him
stay
to
in
stay.
Barcelona.
Come on, he has to
We
stay in
always want.
Barcelona. We want to see him retire in the Blaugrana colors.
Yeah.
because
And-
by Messi doing Barcelona is so much thing. Like from 13 season, he scored 30 plus goal.
Yeah, consecutive 13 seasons.
Yeah,
What a stat!
and for it's a good stat actually.
Yes,
Most Ballon d'Ors as well.
Also, and also Barcelona needs Messi.
And also,
Yes,
I think so. It's Koeman
They need
first
Messi.
title. It's Koeman
please
first
repeat.
title. It's
Yeah.
a Koeman first title for Barcelona.
yes. And
So what do you
Koeman's
think? How
first
is
season
Koeman
and
doing?
first title.
How is
Koeman is
Koeman
being
doing?
very impressive, man. He's being very impressive. He stepped up at a time when we were beaten 8-2 in the UCL,
He-
and the whole club was in shambles.
He
Even
started
Xavi
from
had
scratch.
refused us. Yes,
He started from
and
scratch.
and he hasn't made a single signing ever since he joined the club, and he has already won the Copa del Rey. I mean, that is impressive. Like, we don't even have an ideal center forward up front. Like, all Barcelona has is a group of 11 playmakers who create chances for no center forward to finish them. And he hasn't made a single signing. So, and he has already won the Copa del Rey this way. So if we make a signing that he wants, I think that we would be even more formidable in the upcoming future.
Okay, so the final question would be like, what do you think? What do you assess about Barcelona and their future will be if they continue this way?
I think
First
it would
of
be
all,
glorious.
and also I think they need to make some good signings in the coming future. At least a good center forward.
Signings, as in the squad is fine, and in fact the average age of the squad is quite
yeah.
young, and they are very skillful. So I think
Yeah.
the signing has to be focused mainly on the defense. And I have heard that Eric Garcia is coming to Barca, and
but,
also a good center forward.
Yeah, that is what I'm telling. They need a good center forward. I mean,
because
pure center
because
forward.
we can't rely. Yes, because we can't
On
rely
Griezmann,
on Ousmane Dembele.
And
What
also
do you
Griezmann.
want?
Griezmann is
What do you want
is
from-
not a center forward.
I think Sergio Aguero is coming.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's a
Sergio
good
Aguero
option.
would be great. In
He's a
fact, we
good
can
option.
get him for free.
Yeah, he's a very good option.
Maybe if Holland goes there, and maybe oil money
These are
might
these
attract
are-
Holland, so he might come here. It will be a good
These are
opportunity
tough.
for you guys.
But we don't want to pay 20 million to his father.
Yeah, yeah. And these are tough signings. They're huge competition.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Sergio Aguero, he doesn't have many more years under his belt, right? So Holland would definitely be a better option.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
would be
He's
a better
entering his
option,
peak.
but for now we have around $1 billion $1 billion debt. So
Yeah.
we cannot afford to pay 160 million for Haaland right now. So Sergio Aguero is currently free. So I guess it would be better if we focus on our temporary goal right now.
Okay, so I think that's all. It was a great session. Thank you to both of you.
Thank you
for
very much.
explaining
Thank
us.
you so much to you guys.
And
Thank you guys.
once again,
We are Madrid supporters, but we still invite
Football.
Barcelona guys, as we told you in the first video as well.
Visca El Barça.
Yeah.
So like and share the video if you liked it, and
sure.
comment down your views. And yeah, take care. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.